Okay, so today we're having a chat while he makes a lot of noise. Okay. Hi guys, I'm Melina, this is my brother Seth, and my friend Brittany. Today we're having a discussion where, for those of you who have seen the 2003 movie, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, we are conversing about that, and we are talking about what it would be like if we could make a second League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and who would be in it.
You Googled it, didn't you?
Yes, I Googled when it came out. I had to Google it. When I was Googling who Sean Connery's character was. Alan Quartermain.
Okay, let's go over the originals.
The original characters from League of Extraordinary Gentlemen are Sean Connery's character, Alan Quartermain.
Who is the long shot expert.
And basically the leader of the group. Then there's Captain Nemo.
Who is the tech expert and the one with all the fancy toys.
And he's Indian, which makes him so much better.
Oh, yes.
Then there's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
The Hulk.
The Hulk of their time. There is Mina, I can't remember her last name.
Parker.
Yeah, Mina Harker.
Mina Harker,
Jonathan Parker.
who is the vampire, who is actually also a very big science tech. If you see it, she can slice DNA and stuff like that. That's portrayed in there. Then there's Dorian Gray. I had to think about that.
The Immortal.
The immortal asshole.
No.
Tom Sawyer, the American.
The American who runs in shooting and hoping to hit his target.
And the Invisible Man.
The other asshole.
Invisible.
The nice asshole.
The nice asshole who is a total perv and decides to hide in everybody's bedroom.
Even Sean Connery's.
Even Sean Connery's. Those are the League of
Put some clothes on.
Those are the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen characters. Therefore, there are 7. In the movie The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, a man named M.
Moriarty.
You won't know that till later on. But a man who calls himself M invites Sean Connery to join the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and basically in the movie you follow Sean Connery's character Alan Quartermain around. It starts off in Africa where they're attacked by someone, and his home gets blown up in Africa, and he agrees to go back to England and go with this league to figure out who did it and stop them. Well, right away he meets Captain Nemo and Mina, and he is right away against the idea of having Mina in there for the fact that she is a girl.
That and her obvious relation to Dorian Gray.
He doesn't know that till later on, but right away when he meets Mina, he doesn't want her in there because it's bad luck to have women.
On your ship, is what it is.
He says it's bad luck to have them anyway, and if you watch the movie, he says it's because women are nothing but a distraction.
Very much. Dorian Gray, for example.
And then you have the Invisible Man.
The only Invisible Man is, the Invisible Man. There really is no helping that.
And then they go to find Dorian Gray, convince him to join. There's a big shoot-up in his house, and you get Tom Sawyer, which I didn't know was Tom Sawyer until I looked it up, because I'm dumb like that.
And they only say it once, and they only say
They call him the American throughout the whole thing.
except for at first when he introduces himself as Tom Sawyer, the American.
Yeah,
Secret Service agent.
yeah, but, when I think Tom Sawyer, I think blue jean overalls,
No shoes.
straw hat, no shoes, and a paintbrush,
Because
or a
Mark
fishing
Twain is-
pole.
Because Mark Twain is different. He is different.
I love Mark Twain. Anyway,
Mark Twain's
we're getting off topic.
Story's 2 points.
But after they get them, they go and they hunt down Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And then they go after this monster.
Who just happens to be M?
At first they don't think it's M because this guy wears a mask and he looks like he's been burnt severely. But then they find out later on, Alan Quartermain's the first one to realize it, but it's M who is Moriarty, Professor Moriarty.
My underlings call me Sir. My superiors call me M.
Well, Dorian Gray ends up betraying the group and convincing them that it's the Invisible Man who's doing it. And he takes watch out for her cola.
It's empty.
A piece of each of them so that they'd be able to copy it and make more of them. What did he take from Sean Connery is my question.
Hair.
I don't remember.
Hair from Sean Connery.
Either hair or he took his drinking glass.
I think he took a drinking glass.
I think he took blood from me.
He took blood from Mina.
Because he
took-
stabbed her in the chest.
No, he broke a glass in her hand.
And he also stabbed her in the chest.
That was after.
I know.
And they're fighting.
Stop mixing up the story. You're gonna
They're
confuse
both
people.
immortal. We'll be going at this all day.
He takes Dr. Jekyll's elixir. He takes Mina's.
He takes his elixir.
No, there's elixir in it. He steals it
But
so
he-
they can copy it. And then he takes Mina's blood, a skin fragment from the Invisible Man,
How do you get skin fragment?
Look at him.
blueprints from Nemo. What did that from Mr. Hyde, Nemo? Nemo and what was the other one? Invisible Man. He doesn't take anything from Sawyer. Sawyer's not considered one of them.
And he's also a blonde. A raging blonde dumbass.
He's the younger version of Alan Quartermain, is what everybody believes. But what did he take from Quartermain? I think he took his glasses.
I don't remember.
He took something. He didn't take his glasses because Quartermain's always got those either on him
Then he
or
broke
on the
them.
ground beneath him.
I was about to say, he broke them in the movie.
Well, yeah, that's because any long shot character in anything that wears glasses like those, they fall off his face and he crushes into dust before shooting.
That, and it was supposed to portray Tom Sawyer becoming the new Alan Quartermain. Anyway,
I didn't like that.
in the end, they shoot Moriarty. They get back all their DNA and everything so that they can't copy and remake them as a big weapon. And
After killing the originals.
after trying to kill the originals. Well, today we are going to talk about who we would want to be in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. We personally could have our picks from the classics in there. We talked a little about this earlier. There were a total of 7 members of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen in the original. We've already discussed having Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson as 2 of the characters. And Dr. Frankenstein, not the monster, but the doctor, as another member. Therefore, we have 3, we need 4 more, and we need a villain.
Van Helsing.
As a villain?
No.
No.
Oh, as a member, okay. Jack the Ripper, I say, should be the villain.
Jack the Ripper.
They never caught Jack the Ripper.
They don't know who he is to this day.
Jack the Ripper.
Is Grell Sutcliffe.
No. Auntie Red.
And Grell Sutcliffe.
Jack the Ripper was awesome.
So, do you think we should...
I like anime reference.
Is an anime reference to Black Butler.
Those of you who have seen it, you will listen. Those of you who have not, do
Go look it up, we command you. Anyway, Van Helsing, do we want Van Helsing in there, yes or no?
yes.
That makes 3 left, 1 has to be a female, and we need a villain. Are we gonna go with...
Usually Mina Harker was like an off chance. It's like, oh my gosh, Mina Harker. Because that's like the... No.
It's like a...
and-
It's like the, we couldn't get Dracula, so we brought you.
Because
And plus, nobody figured until the gunfight who she was. They just thought she was a random female that was there for her expertise on biology.
just so happened to be Dracula's ex-girl.
That was great. Anyway, we have 4. We have Van Helsing, Dr. Frankenstein, Dr. Watson, and Sherlock Holmes. That makes 4. We need 3 more, and are we going with Jack the Ripper as the villain, or are we going to do something else?
Well, we should have Jack the Ripper as one of them. Like one of the big guy at whenever that Hyde has to fight. That should be Jack the Ripper. But we need somebody. Not saying that Jack the Ripper wasn't intelligent, but we need like someone like Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal Lecter didn't... The Lecter and Hannibal Lecter didn't come around till the 2000s, and they're using people from the 1800s. Maybe earlier.
He's still a classic.
There was a Frenchman who was a cannibal. That was recorded a long time ago, but I don't remember his name. He ate the members... He ate people he had kidnapped. and use their skin for like lampshades and stuff like that.
That's
Then
weird.
how about face?
What if we did the...
His face.
The guy who blows everything up, blows everything he touches up?
Really? You're gonna use face as the bad guy?
Well, he is quite intelligent, and he
Is a little too trigger happy? You know who face is, don't you, Brittany? You don't know who the A-Team is?
I have not seen it.
Oh, another time we will do a cover of the A-Team, because Brittany needs to see who the A-Team is. Anyway,
Liam Neeson is leader of the A-Team.
the new A-Team.
Yeah.
We should use the A-Team.
Well, the
We're
A-
not the natives.
Well, I know. Bub's just trying to think of villains right now.
Robespierre.
Hmm?
Robespierre.
Rasputin.
Rasputin wasn't really a villain. He was just a dick.
He was.
No, he was a dick.
Didn't die.
He died 3 times.
Tempted. He died.
He got thrown into the great river of Russia. Badass or not, you can't survive that.
He did survive that.
Drowned.
No, that was the last. No, that was the last thing they did to him. First, they poisoned him. Then they found him waking up, start beating him over the head with a club. Then, and then he woke up, and then they knocked him out, rolled him in a carpet, and threw him in the river. Which is not
But
prison.
it was recorded that he was seen once again.
It's also recorded
As
that
far as-
Bigfoot has been seen.
As far as I know, he was shot, poisoned, bludgeoned, hanged.
There were guns back then.
Yeah.
And I still say we should use Rasputin. He's just wacko enough.
And it wasn't really a gun, it was Russia. You know, because Russia didn't have guns back then.
But Rasputin was just crazy
It
enough.
was China.
Gestapo.
The Gestapo is...
It's gonna be an argument that's gonna go on for hours.
Gestapo.
Anyway,
No, Bolsheviks. There we
I
go.
was about to say, the Gestapo is the German anti-Jew police.
anti-Jews.
In other words,
With the Bolsheviks, it's how they shot the Romanovs.
whatever. Anyway, anyway.
Rasputin is our main bad guy?
That's not too keen on it.
Because he wasn't really a villain, he was just a dick.
Robespierre.
Who's that?
He was the leader
Who?
of Robespierre. He was the leader
Hitler.
of the Committee of Public Safety during the French Revolution.
There's the classic hero. He's a maniac.
Anyway, he
Vlad
was
the Impaler. We have Vlad.
Yeah, Vlad.
But he was real. They're going with legends.
Exactly.
We're going with... Dr. Frankenstein was real. But not to the extent that they made him sound. They stretched the legend of... Just like they stretched the legend of Alan Quartermain. He was a real man, but he wasn't as...
Count Dracula was a real man.
I told you so. Anyway.
Count Dracula
He
was a real
said
man.
Dracula.
Yeah, that's how it was pronounced where he's
Yeah.
from. It was Dracula, not Dracula.
Dracula.
Dracula is the American version.
Because we have to change it.
Because we're Americans. Anyway, we have 4.
Walk in, steal,
We need 3 more, and
fight someone.
we need to figure out who we're going to make the other villain. We've got...
Who's the traitor?
The traitor?
Gotta have that traitor.
Now somebody who knows the traitor.
Are we talking about the new Sherlock Holmes? Yeah. He's a... Yeah, I gotta... Robert Downey Jr. plays a dick.
He always plays a dick. Anyway.
Yeah, but he plays a funny dick. Wait.
You would know, wouldn't you?
Okay, we need a traitor. We need a traitor, and I guarantee you Robert Downey Jr. will probably play it if it ever goes into theaters.
If I were to turn gay, it would be for Robert Downey Jr.
That's going on YouTube, you know that, right?
I'm not saying I'm gonna turn gay, but if I do, it's gonna be for Robert Downey Jr.
Good. Good. Okay, we need 3 more. One has to be a traitor, and we need another villain. We got Jack the Ripper as one of the villains. We need another villain. One that actually...
The actual mastermind. No, it's not.
We need somebody... We've always used Moriarty. They never say what happens to him. They don't, it doesn't mention that he's dead.
No. But he was already Moriarty was in it. And you said you couldn't use the others.
Yeah, true.
Anyway,
What if we had some crazy plot that was
Watson.
Benjamin Franklin?
Dr. Benjamin Franklin. No.
As the
He was
Mandela.
real. We're not doing zombies. We're doing any zombie American. We're doing Abraham Lincoln.
He's got a good point.
Okay.
They're already messing up. Vampire Slayer was actually a good movie though.
If we did throw Abraham Lincoln in there, it would be the Vampire Slayer version.
It was actually a pretty good movie.
Because, once again, if we play in a real person, it has to be an exaggerated version.
But
Okay?
we already have a Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, Van Helsing.
Well, we have a monster killer.
That has
Thank you
Who
for
is a
thinking about it.
monster, because he's part of werewolf, isn't he?
That's how he can kill Dracula.
New
Yeah,
in the one that came
I
out.
gave you
And
Van
the-
Helsing game. What happens?
He goes to this town because he gets a lead of a super powerful monster. He goes to this town. Everyone's locked themselves inside, and there are a bunch of dead things roaming around. He goes and kills them all, of course. He finds new guns.
So wait, is he part werewolf or not in this?
He is part of it.
Are we going to make him part werewolf in this or not?
But
Could.
we won't.
But then he could be
No.
he could be portrayed as a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde
Well,
character.
At the end
No.
of the movie, though, at the end of Van Helsing, when Jackman, as he accidentally killed Anna, she's injected him with
Wolfman.
antidote.
Yeah, Wolfman. So
Which made-
technically, he's human.
Okay, so we're gonna make him human or not?
Yes. We're making
Because at the end of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Dr. Jekyll's cured too.
Yeah, but
Dr. Jekyll dies.
Exactly, but he died with Dr. Jekyll. Sorry, my lip. My tongue got stuck on my lip.
Van Helsing in Van Helsing, the first thing he does is kill Mr. Hyde, who then
Yeah,
turns into
that's-
Dr. Jekyll.
Wait,
It's
yeah.
the very first thing he does.
But that's not in the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde story. In the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde story, in order to put himself to rest, he poisons himself.
I know.
Or that's part of it. Anyway,
But he goes a good crazy. He's like,
now here's the question. Is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde a monster story? Or is it a schizo story?
Well,
he gave himself the schizo. So,
Anyway, back to League of Extraordinary Gentlemen before we get on any other movie topic. We need 3 more and another villain.
I say that,
I say Hitler.
but he's
The extended. I still say we should do Rasputin. Because in the story of Rasputin, he's believed to be immortal.
okay. Fine. How about we have him as the Dorian Gray? Because he is a charmer. He did fool Asar to thinking he was a good guy when he was actually sitting with his wife.
He was believed to be a holy man, is why he believed the Tsar.
He was actually believed to be
Nicholas.
He was believed to be a priest.
everybody named Nicholas in any movie or legend ever. No offense to those Nicks out there. He's a fool.
Nicholas.
Sorry, Nicholas or Nicholas II. Seriously, Sir Nicholas II, you didn't see the uprising coming.
Rasputin led them into the sewer, it's believed.
Oh no, I was talking about Lenin. Sir Nicholas II.
Well, whoever Rasputin was,
That's World War I.
I don't pay that much attention. I was about to say, World War I is the one where Russia was involved. 'Cause of the-
Russia was involved in both.
I'm talking about trench warfare.
They were
It was World War I. Because World War II, that was what Hitler was avoiding.
Have you ever read what German textbooks look like? We fucked up here, man, big time here, a little bit more here.
Nope. That's wrong because if you talk to any foreign exchange student, what
They blotted it out.
they don't blot it out, they tell their side of the story. It doesn't make it look any better, but then again, Americans fucked up here and there too.
We did a lot of
All illegal immigrants should leave. The Americans, okay, when you leaving, bro?
Exactly. In American textbooks, it never says it. If they try to sugarcoat the fact that we stole their land. Okay, now I'm getting on a rant about history. Let's get back to the movie.
Just read the story.
He has an idea.
And she's snapping her fingers. This can't be good.
Looks like she's sleeping.
We're recording, Grandma. We're recording. Come say hi.
We're going on 20 minutes.
We need to figure out. Okay, I had an idea and then Grandma came in and I lost it. I was about to say the other villain in Sherlock Holmes.
20 minutes.
I was about to say the other villain in the first Sherlock Holmes. I forgot his name. And he dies anyway.
Off of
Something black.
Raven. The movie The Raven.
Why not have Poe in
Based
there?
on-
Poe could be the other villain.
But Poe wasn't a bad guy either. He was just really demented.
Exactly. He could be the traitor.
He could be. He could
He
be
doesn't know he's betraying anybody.
He could be the alcoholic.
That's why he's a
He
traitor.
actually is a alcoholic.
That's why he died. Died of alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
But he didn't really powers or anything. He was just really depressed. I mean, I like Poe. Don't get me wrong. I love me some Poe. Actually, they're selling a book at the book fair on Poe. The story.
They have a lot of.
It's called Poe.
I have tales of horror and suspense.
We need 3 more characters. 1 to be a traitor. And we need the other villain. I still say we should go with Brittany's idea of having a woman in there just to
Well, yeah, we need. Okay,
even it out.
this is what we have. We have Van Helsing is the American.
Van Helsing is the American.
Oh no. He'd be more Alan Quartermain. No. No. He would be Captain Nemo. He has all the fancy tools.
The Captain Nemo.
He has spinning blades.
That is awesome.
Spinning circular saw blades.
I could see him as Captain Nemo.
He also has a gun that extends. But like it's
I'm
like
gonna
this
close
big.
this up, right?
It folds in on itself 4 times, it's this big. And then whenever he lifts it up, it goes to about the size of the telephone.
Okay, then
Sherlock would be a Quartermain because you know two of it.
Sherlock would be Quartermain, and who would Watson be? Would he be the American?
Yeah. Watson's kind of reckless and just kind of follows Sherlock around.
Which Sherlock Holmes are we talking about
We're
then?
talking about the old Sherlock Holmes.
The old Sherlock Holmes, he was not nearly as reckless as Holmes was. Just like in the
No,
new
Watson.
Watson.
Well, okay. Well,
Watson would be more of a Nina character, only in boy form to me. Without the supernatural.
Mina?
Yeah, Mina. My bad.
It sounds the same.
Seth's like, shut up. Don't encourage her.
Correct.
no, I'm getting that if you knew what Nina I'm thinking of.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Watson would be the American, and then who would Frankenstein be? Dr. Frankenstein. Would he be the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde character? Because in it, he's going to be paranoid of the monster. Just like Hyde, Dr. Jekyll's paranoid of Hyde.
And then instead of a box of elixirs, she has a coffin. That's kind of cool.
No, because we talked about how we'll see the monster here and there
Yeah.
throughout the movie appearing, and he disappears magically. Because he's so afraid of this monster that's out to kill him. That could be the other bad guy.
Frankenstein's
It's fine.
No.
Okay, let's see. He's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. So we've got the American. We've got Sean Connery's character as Quartermain's replacement.
You got
But here's the thing.
You can have Rasputin as Dorian Gray's replacement.
Okay, Rasputin is Dorian. But everybody knows he's a bad guy. In the Dorian Gray story, Dorian Gray's not a bad guy.
I know he's not a bad guy. He's actually quite the gentleman.
Exactly.
But
Extraordinary gentleman.
Rasputin, nobody knew he was a bad guy. Everyone just thought he was, homeless and could heal people.
It would make sense for the immortal part of Dorian Gray.
And the traitor part. Because he was fooling Tsar Nicholas I all along.
But he was still the bad guy.
He wasn't really a bad guy, he was just a dick. Dorian Gray wasn't really a bad guy. He was just a dick.
He wasn't really a dick, that's the thing. His life was being held against him.
No, but whenever he was actually just speaking with them, no, I'm not going to let that monster control me again. Then what use are you? That's a dick.
He says that because he's trying to pull them apart. He's trying to bring the monster out to destroy them. Kind of like Loki does with the Hulk.
But no, he's not trying to get this against them at that point yet.
Who was about to turn against them.
But still.
He's been against them the whole time.
Anyway.
So Moriarty wanted him in there.
Anyway, so we still need a Mina Harker, and we still need an M.
And
You're missing one.
we only have,
Oh yeah, and we also need an Invisible
5.
Man.
we need 2 more.
We could go the other Invisible Man. But that's no. Anyway,
I'm about to. I can't remember what the actor's name that plays him is.
the guy who plays Invisible Man in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
No, the other one.
I was about to say, I just told you that.
The actual Invisible Man movie.
Yeah. Well, that. Anyway.
Let's see. We're still missing. We only have 4 people.
Yeah, which means we're missing.
3. No, we
I
have.
had 5.
We have 5 people because we have Dorian Gray's character.
Sweet.
So we're still missing 2. We're missing Nina and we're missing Nina. Oh yeah.
Mina.
We're missing Nina and we're
Let's
missing.
call her Harker.
I'm just gonna call her vampire chick. We're missing her and we're missing
Invisible.
the Invisible Man.
His name is Skin. It's kind of fun. Skinner.
Yeah, I know. The irony of that.
That's the point of the name. Anyway.
So it has to be somebody that has a flu
we were talking-
and a chick.
Yeah, we need the invisible sarcastic dick.
What about the new 300 movie? What about that chick?
No, because she's
She's way too old for this movie. She'd be dead by now.
that, and she's actually very wise. I'm not saying we know how is wise, but
She falls for Dorian Gray's act.
and Dracula's. This chick, she's not just the wife of Leonidas. Leonidas asks her permission to start a war.
And then the second movie doesn't she like make a deal with God?
I haven't seen the second movie. I haven't seen the first movie.
I'm talking about the previews in the second movie. It talks about her making a deal with a god.
I haven't even seen the first.
Well, here's the thing. In the original, in the classics, women weren't mentioned very much because it was back in the time when women were downgraded.
Exactly. Mina Harker wasn't actually a
Main character.
she was the object of obsession for the main character, and it was only hinted at that he turned her into a harker.
What if we did the fan? Yeah.
That's actually a really good one.
For Invisible Man?
Yeah.
I was thinking more along the lines of for a villain.
I was thinking for the Invisible Man.
Technically, Opera is the villain.
I know he's not considered a villain, but
He's like a Dr. Jekyll type thing.
He's
Only
just-
the stage.
he's like the monster. He's like the Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah,
He's just misunderstood.
Misunderstood.
So he hangs
Because
somebody in the middle of the opera.
He was abused as a child.
He
And
was in
burned.
the circus as a child.
And that guy that he hanged,
That guy didn't hang.
I think that's his favorite word.
no,
He's always had that as a favorite word.
no, my favorite word of all time because wouldn't understand because it's very long. Can't be bothered to pronounce it.
My favorite word is flabbergasted. I don't know why.
Anyway,
Phantom of the Opera would be a good Invisible Man because technically he pretty much is invisible throughout most of the Phantom of the Opera movie. You barely see him, but you hear him.
Anyway,
Much of that you hear him.
and then as his face gets progressively worse and worse, he wears bigger masks.
What Phantom of the Opera have you seen?
Well, his face doesn't really get worse, but he does wear.
2004.
No, he wears smaller.
Yeah, I was about to say, progressing through the movie, his mask goes from covering all of his face, to covering right through here on his face, to just covering,
Half of his face.
and then just covering, like, right here at one point.
And then, every time his mask gets taken off and thrown,
It only gets
Jaw.
I was about to say, it only gets taken off where you can see his face once.
well, to you where you see his face.
Where you can see his face.
Where you actually see
The
his
bird.
face.
When she actually gets close enough to take it off where you can see it.
And then he gets pissed and tells her to leave.
And then
But then
he,
twice because she took it off during the Punch for Return song.
I know. And then
I didn't
he
actually pay too much attention. Yumiko made me watch it.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
I was staying at their house because
Anyway,
Listen.
we're going to use Phantom of the Opera as the Invisible Man. Now we need a girl and we need another villain. I had it and I still lost it. Damn it.
For the villain or for the
The
one?
villain.
I say Hannibal like man. We're using Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera's old though. Old though.
Really?
Yeah. Phantom of the Opera's been around a long time.
Well,
It's about as old as Frankenstein, I want to say.
well, we're not gonna find a very intelligent old one without using them. I mean,
Not true. There are some very smart villains.
if we actually try and think about it, but I keep you honest. Think hard about everything.
Let's see. I got.
I mean, because every villain that we could say isn't really smart enough to be M. I mean, we could
And
say.
isn't even smart enough to be M. They over-exaggerated that severely.
Well, Moriarty was just as intelligent as Sherlock was.
In the Sherlock Holmes stories,
Well,
which is where they did originally get Moriarty from. So why not just take a villain from one of the original leagues? And put it in. Yeah, the original league members. Take one of their villains and throw it in. Problem is, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Mr. Hyde was technically considered a bad guy,
Yeah,
but he's in the league.
Dorian Gray, the bad guy, wasn't really smart. He was just kind of Alan Quartermain, a ton of them. But which one? They're all just, like, oh, I want to destroy the environment. And then Captain Planet, Alan Quartermain, comes in and just anyway.
I need a good bad guy.
I was gonna say, if he was actually intelligent and not just. I was gonna say Hilda Swartzman, but he's not.
I got it.
Intelligent.
We'll pick a girl, and then you guys get to comment below who you think will be a good villain.
Or they can comment their own league members.
And you comment your own league members. Who do you think should make up the last member of our league?
Who do you want to pick the woman?
Or if you think we picked one of the wrong members, who should we replace them with? That is our challenge for you. We will see you next time when we will probably be discussing the A-Team, because she does not know what that is, and that is depressing severely.
I say we soon make a video of nowadays superheroes of the next video.
Bye, guys.